e4, knight f6, e4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, bishop e2. This is the game played between Larsen, a strong grandmaster from Denmark, and Bobby Fischer of USA in Monaco 1967. The opening is King's Indian defense. Larsen playing white, Fischer playing black. Larsen has won some good games with the knight f3. Let us go back and see. Instead of bishop e2, knight f3, black castles, bishop e3, e5, bishop e2, knight c6. After bishop e2, white gets some advantage. Knight c6 transposes into the well-known modern lines. There is another combination is there. Instead of bishop e2, let us go back. The last move played is bishop e2. Instead of bishop e2, d5, knight g4, bishop g5. This gives dynamic play for black. Let us go back. Bishop e3, rook e8. Rook e8 is a excellent move, and it is the cleanest way to equalize. Najdorf, another grandmaster, found this move after some painful experiences with knight g4. Knight g4 against Reshevsky. I think he is also from US. The main point is that d5, knight d4 levels. Let us see that. Instead of rook e8, let us go back and see that. Najdorf played knight g4, d5, knight d4. Let us go back. Last move played is the good move, rook e8, d into e5, d into e5, queen into d8, knight into d8. This is a dubious improvement over rook into d8 as played by Reshevsky in his match against Bangkok. Instead of knight into d8, rook into d8. Let us go back and see. Rook into d8, that was played by Reshevsky, a US grandmaster, I think. Rook into d8, bishop g5, rook d7. Rook d7 is a bad move. Correct is rook f8. But after rook d7, bishop d1 is played, followed by bishop a4 is very strong. But rook f8, as foretold, solves all the problems. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is the dubious knight into d8. Knight b5, knight e6, knight g5, rook e7, rook f d1. Larsen trying to improve on Reshevsky versus Fischer, Santa Monica 1966, which continued. Let us go back and see. Instead of rook f d1, knight into e6, bishop into e6, f3, c6, knight c3, rook d7, rook f d1, bishop f8, king f2, b6, b3, rook b7, knight a4, knight d7, knight b2, b5, b5 with eventual draw. That game between Resvitsky and Fischer, both US grandmaster, that game was ended in a draw. Let us go back. After rook fd1, last move played. After rook fd1, b6 is played. b6 is a very good move as indicated. In a previous match with Resvitsky in 1961, Fischer tried c6 from the same position. Let us go back and see. Knight into a7. Instead of knight into a7, there is another combination is there. Knight into e6. Bishop into e6. Knight c3. Rook d7. The position is 100% equal. That is what is indicated. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is b6, c5. c5 is a dubious. Correct is knight into e6, but Larsen adopts an enterprising continuation. He should settle for knight into e6. Bishop into e6 and f3 is a strong move. Let us go back. The last move played by Larsen is c5. Knight into c5. Naturally not b into c5. Let us go back and see. Knight into e6. Bishop into e6. Bishop into c5. Rook d7 and f3. So let us go back, and f3 wins for white. Let us go back. The last move played is knight into c5, which is a correct move. Instead of b into c5, that is what we have seen. Rook d8 check. Bishop f8. Two more combinations there. Instead of bishop f8, no better is rook e8. Let us go back and see. Rook e8, rook into e8, knight into e8, bishop into c5, b into c5, bishop c4. Bishop c4 is a very good move. Another thing is, instead of rook e8, knight e8, we will see that also. Bishop into c5, b into c5, knight into c7, rook into c7, rook into e8 check, bishop f8, knight into h7. Let us go back and see. The last move he played is bishop f8, knight into a7 is played, rook into a7. Instead of rook into a7, bishop b7. Let us go back and see. Bishop b7, rook into a8, bishop into a8, c6, knight c8, rook d7, rook d1. Let us go back. Last move played is rook into a7, rook into c8, king g7, f3, knight e8, a3. a3 is a bad move as indicated. Larsen's reluctance to simplify will soon backfire. Correct is bishop into c5. Let's go back and see. Instead of a3, the correct move is bishop into c5. Into c5, rook b8. The game will end in draw because of the opposite colored bishops as shown in the figure. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is a3, knight d6, rook d8. Correct is rook b8. Let us go back and see. Rook b8, knight d7, rook d8, knight b7, rook c8, knight d6. That will end in a draw because of repetition of moves. But Larsen missed it and he played a a3 previously. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is rook d8, h6. h6 is a good move. Knight h3, knight e6, rook b8, rook e8, rook into e8, knight into e8, bishop b5, knight d6, bishop f1, knight b7, knight f2. Knight f2 is the correct move, bringing the knight into play. Bishop c5, bishop into c5, knight b into c5, rook d1, h5. h5 is to keep the knight out of g4. This prophylactic thrust would have Nimzovich's heart. Not knight d4, knight g4, f5. Let us go back. Last move played is h5, rook d5. Larsen still has illusions, but the game is fast deteriorating. More prudent is, let us go back and see. Instead of rook d5, knight d3, knight into d3, bishop into d3, knight d4, king f2. White probably should hold the ending despite the black's creeping pressure. Okay, let us go back and see that the last move played is rook d5, king f6, h4, king e7. King e7 is a very good move. Bishop c4. The pawn is poisoned, not rook into e5. Let us go back and see what happens if rook into e5. Rook into e5, c6 is played. So threat is, and the rook is lost. So let us go back. Last move played is bishop c4, c6, rook d2, knight d4. Knight d4 is again a very good move by Fischer. King f1. Correct move is knight d3. Knight d3 is preferable. Now black's technical threats begin to profiliate. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is king f1, f5, b4, b5, bishop g8. Bishop g8 is not a good move, but b into c5. Let us go back and see. B into c5, b into c4 clearly wins for black. And the bishop into b5. Let us see that also. Instead of b into c5, bishop into b5, knight b3, knight d b3. Okay, let us go back. Last move played is bishop g8, f into e4, f into e4, knight d7, rook d3, rook a6, threatening knight c2, which if played immediately could have been met by rook c3. Let us see. If knight c2 immediately, that will be met by rook c3. So let us go back. last move played is rook a6, rook c3, c5, g4. This surprising combination apparently confused Larsen, who was in time pressure. g4 is the last blunder on b into c5. Let us go back. Instead of g4, b into c5, b4. b4 is a very good move. Rook c1. Rook c1 is a good move. Or another combination is, instead of rook c1, a into b4. Let us see that. A into b4, rook a1 check. If rook c1, let us go back and see what rook into a3. Instead of rook into a3, b into a3. Let us see that also. B into a3, bishop a2. Or after rook into a3, c6, knight b6. Let us go back. The last blunder played by Larsen is g4. c4 is played. The protected passed pawn is too strong. Not knight f6, rook into c5. Instead of c4, knight f6, rook into c5 is played. So the last move played is c4. G into h5, G into h5, bishop d5, knight f6, rook g3, knight into d5, e into d5, rook f6, king g2. King g2 is the sealed move. White is completely tied up. On king g1, let us go back and see. Instead of king g2, king g1, knight e2 check picks up the rook. Or king e1, rook a4. Last move played is king g2 to avoid all this. Knight f5, rook h3, rook g6 check, king f3, knight d4 check, king e3. On king e4, let us go back and see. King e4, king d6, white is in zigzag. If rook h2 to prevent rook g2, if rook h2, rook g3 is played. So let us go back. Last move played is king e3, g2, rook h1, king d6, knight e4 check into d5, knight c3 check, king e6, rook c1, rook h2, a4, rook h3 check, king f2, knight b3, king g2, knight into c1, king into h3, b into a4, knight into a4, knight e2, b5, c3, b6, c2, knight c5 check, king d5, knight b3. White can choose his own end. Instead of knight b3, knight d3, knight f4 check, e into f4, b7, c1 equal to queen, b8 is equal to queen, queen h1 mate. Or instead of knight d3, b7, let us go back and see this combination also. b7, c1 is equal to queen, b8 is also equal to queen, queen h1 mate. So the last move played is knight b3, king c6, king g2, king into b6. After that, white resigns. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Please subscribe so that you can see many more beautiful games of Bobby Fischer. Thanks for watching once again.